Alrighty then, let's hop right into it. Let's not waste no time on the grind. I seen this article this morning. I was like, I need another video to talk about. On Monday, Lions told not to extend Aidan, Hutchinson, and Jameson Williams contracts, which is very, very interesting in my humble opinion. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. And I guess you were about to see why, but also in this article, which I got a chance to read it a little bit, they wanted to extend Kerby Joseph right now. The thing about that is safeties are not that all difficult to really pay. At one point, defensive backs in general, was pretty much easy to pay at one point. And then Deion Sanders kind of boosted it up. And then, when the NFL became a heavy passing league, it got interesting. So, but yeah, I kind of find that interesting, man. That that's the sentiment of this article. But let's get it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree, find me everywhere. So it says NFL offseason ramps up. So does talk about Detroit Lions maybe cutting deals to stay in Motor City for the long haul. Amongst the most prized Lions possessions up for contract renewal is edge Aidan Hutchinson and receiver Jameson Williams. Both had impressive seasons with the Lions, even though Hutchinson was out after week 6 due to broken left fibula. Detroit is being urged not to stand Hutchinson and Williams. He said on February 13th, feature for A to Z. NFL analyst Mike Payton urged the Detroit Lions to give Kerby Joseph a deal during the offseason and not Hutchinson and Jameson Williams. Before you go get too hot-headed about this pick, note that Payton says some of this has to do with timing. He knows that Detroit pick up both Hutchinson and Williams as first-round draft picks, so they'll be eligible for a fifth-year option. That means Detroit is able to do deals next year. Payton, as the Lions dealt with near-season-long injury with Hutchinson and suspension with Williams, so the likelihood is both players are probably going to wait until next year anyway. That way, they can have a good season, maximize their profits. Payton said, and right now, the Lions will not be offering them top dollars based on those factors. I don't know about Hutchinson. I think Hutchinson going to get paid. Young Ninja get paid. He going to get paid regardless. But J-Mo, I agree with that. Like, he had one real good year of body of work. One good, year of hard body of work, man. So I agree with that. J-Mo should want to build on what he did. I think Kerby has really perfected the safety position. So yeah, I think for Kerby Joseph that that make a ton of sense for him to go ahead and do the damn thing. But yeah, I think I kind of agree with him. I kind of agree with him on that. Like, for them, if they put another great year together, it may make sense for them to wait. It may make a bunch of sense for them just to wait in the end, and see what happens. So yeah, I think he's right on those. So those are some good reasons to wait to ink Hutchinson and Williams. As for moving on, Joseph Payton knows that safeties had a stellar all-pro season that saw him give votes to Defensive Player of the Year as well. He asked that the Lions could do with Joseph what they did with working out Penisa, Well, Goff, and Brown contracts during offseason, get ahead of the market. And that's what you do, but you got to be prepared. You always don't want to get ahead of the market. The reason why you always don't want to get ahead of the market is sometimes maybe them guys, they don't produce. Maybe sometimes those guys don't produce. You overpaid them, and now now it's a wrap. So it ain't always the smartest thing to do, but a lot of times you get ahead of the market, you get them for a cheaper dollar. I think you've seen that with the Minnesota Vikings. And what was the brother's name with Minnesota? Christian Darty saw they had to overpay him more than they paid Penisa Well. You know, they had to pay him more than they paid Panisa Will. You know, so but so but yeah, they might have to get her of that curve. But I mean, for the most part, he make a lot of good points here. He makes a lot of terrific points, and Hutch probably want to prove, like, look here, I'm still that dude. I'm still that dude. So if he had the season that he was on track to have without the injury, if he had that season that he was supposed to have, he was gonna have this year, they would have cashed him out. They would have cashed him out. Facts. They would have cashed him out. They would have really got ahead of that curve, but yeah, right now, you don't, it's a broken fibula, and you hear people say this about ACLs all the time. Oh, it's just the ACL. Like, you could bounce back. Remember back in the day, coming back from an ACL used to be a death wish. Yeah, coming back from ACL used to be a death wish. They used to be seen as the impossible. They used to be seen as, you ain't coming back from that. So, but we in a different era right now. We in a different era. But yeah, man. But yeah, I agree with this. Let them prove for one more year. Yeah, let them prove whatever they got to prove for one more year, and then, I don't have no issue with it. I definitely agree. I definitely agree with I definitely agree with what he's saying. So let me know if y'all agree. But I definitely agree. I definitely agree what he's saying. Letting these dudes, bang it out prove it. Especially J-Mo. He need to cement himself this season as that guy. No suspensions, get a little bit better. But but then again, some people might say he may risk exploding on the scene and might have a great breakout year. He might break out, he might break out hella bad. You might have to pay him way more than you had to pay him. So, that could be a possibility. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.